Hi, um, welcome to not my first YouTube video. I really expected that my first video, where I have my face on it would be slightly different. Maybe not. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do today. I don't have a matchbox and I don't have a lighter because, of course, I don't. I don't smoke. But I found these, which are they mirrored even on the video? I don't know. These are pineapple incense sticks, agabattis. And that's like the most interesting thing ever. Pineapple. Who thinks to flavor? Can you call it flavoring? I don't know. Who thinks to flavor incense sticks with pineapple? So I was quite intrigued, but of course, since I don't have a manner to light this flammable object with a flame, um, this is said flammable object, I've had to come up with something unique. Well, I say had to. I don't know if it works. I just have the stuff over here because I don't want to move this big tablet across. Um, okay, so this is what I have. I'm not going to move this because I feel like it's going to topple over and that would break my heart if it broke. Um, I've got this, which is isopropyl alcohol, or chemically it's Kaha 3 2 Kaha. Oh, I have a minor in chemistry. That's exactly how we say it. That's how the people at IUPAC say it as well. So I've got that, and I've got some electrolytes, right? Oral rehydration salts. You might be wondering what. Yeah, don't worry. That was me before I hit record as well. What am I doing? No, the this is what my rationale is. Okay, I don't think this is purely electrically conductive because it doesn't have ions floating around like water does. Now, I could use water um, and like dip this. The whole point is that, oh yeah, I forgot the other part. I have a mosquito, but um, of course, it's plugged in because it ran out of charge, because of course it did. Um, so it's currently on charge, but the funny thing is I can still use it while it's charging, so no hazards there at all. High voltage plugged into another high voltage. Trivialities, as I say. Anyway, so the idea is, look, mosquitoes or whatever the heck, they get stuck in the mesh and they go all Hunger Games and catch fire. Um, well, if you hold it for long enough, they catch fire. Now, the reason this thing ran out of charge is not because I'm electrocuting things all the time. It's because I like to kill insects the ethical way, which is. um, but also, yeah. So, this thing's charging. So, now the idea is if mosquitoes and these things can catch on fire with this mesh, can I do the same with this and hopefully light it on fire? Well, if not on fire, can it like spark enough to like smoke or create smoke? I mean, that's the whole point of this thing. So let's see. I've not done this before. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm just gonna talk to myself because I'm gonna have a inflated sense of self-importance, thinking that people are actually gonna listen to any of this. But also doing all of this in silence would be a little odd. So I might as well exercise my comedic well, spontaneity is not one of them, given how slow I am at coming up with fucking words. Oh, can I swear? Of course I'm gonna swear. Dude, I use swear words like punctuation marks. Um, so okay, so oh yeah. So I didn't tell you why I have these things. Well, I was trying to, but then I had to tell you why I have this thing. So I don't think this alcohol is purely electrically conductive. I might be wrong. You might have a little bit of ionization happening with the OH group flying about with whatever, but this is like 99% pure. So unless it's like mixed with some water, I don't think you're gonna have much of anything going on. Because I'm assuming that electrical conductivity happens in solution because ions give a path for the electrons of some voltage potential to, move. I don't think this thing can do it, so I'm gonna dope it with some salts. And the salts, I hope, would have sufficient ions to do the bridging. But the alcohol would help it catch on fire. Or at least it wouldn't do what water does and impede it. Again, I'm just going by like intuition, some concept of intuition, I should say. So what I'm doing right now is, yes, of course, the bats blocking the view, because I'm a cinematographer. Christopher Nolan himself came up to me and was like, "Hey man, can you like help me shoot Interstellar 2?" And I was like, "No, I can do a lot of filmmaking, but not really that well versed in carrying a camera in space or into a black hole for that matter. Sorry. Hey Nolan, if you're watching, sorry buddy. Hey, send me an email if you have other projects that don't have to do with space, yeah? Anyway, so now that this is covered, can you see it? Maybe I could catch, yeah, you can see it in the reflection of the thing, right? That's the part that's touching the solution of alcohol and salt. Now I have to figure out where the button is for this. That's what he said, I guess. Anyway, press it and hope. Of course, it's again not in frame. Sorry, Nolan. And I just touch it, right? You saw that, right? Oh my god, it actually became black. Okay. So what happened is that the alcohol vaporized. How do I do this? Maybe I should add some water. But because I want to not have all the alcohol evaporate. I'll be back. Cool. So as anybody who follows good nutrition, okay, my hair is being funky. I have water from the Mississippi River. If you know, you know. It's not my lore. I'm just chronically online because I have no better things to do. So let's add a drop of water. That's not a drop, but nothing about any of this is precise, including the punchlines of any of my jokes. Oh. Okay, you can't see it. Oh, maybe you can. You can sort of see like there is. It looks like an egg yolk. I don't know what's happening. Anyway. Oh, that did. Oh, damn! It smells like fucking vodka, man. God, I hate vodka. I mean, I love vodka. Now I'm conflicted with what my opinion should be. I don't love vodka in that sense, but like if I had to drink something to get me drunk, I would probably choose vodka. I mean, anything would get me drunk if I drink enough of it. I have a very high tolerance. But vodka is, I think, easier to metabolize or something. I mean, I should know this because I'm a biologist, but there's a lot of things I should know because I'm a biologist and yet I don't. That's way too much water, god damn it. Okay. Fuck, I've just. Ah. Look, ma, no hands. Where's the button? Yeah, of course that won't do anything. Okay, I need to clean this up with. Where did the drop go? Huh. Cleaned up after itself. What a good fella. Okay. Maybe I should have two baths, one with water and one with alcohol. Oh! I'm not speaking because this is actually some really precise movement that I have to do. Please. 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 Oh my god. No way. Please, please, please. Come on. Come on. The key is not to touch the metal, but just to create a small enough gap between them so it can arc and spark. Oh. Okay, that's blackened even more. This might work. Now, I don't know if I should directly do it on this or should I like just create a fire using like a piece of cotton or something. Um, I don't know if that's a really dumb idea or a really dumb idea. Um, but hey, never know until you never try, huh? That's basically a very okay. I can't use these are metal tweezers. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna Hunger Games myself. Um, Electrically Kurt Cobain. Oh, too dark maybe. Okay, so let's see if I can make this catch fire. How the hell does shit catch so fire in like Bolly in like movies and stuff, and then this takes like a million fucking years? Dude, I would evolve into a different species by the time this bloody thing caught fire. Oh, it did become black. That's a start. Um, I'm not sure if this is impeding it or helping it. Oh, it's helping it. Please, please, just catch fire. Come on. Please. Anyway, so how are you guys' days going? It's a new year. I'm deciding to like do new things, improve myself. I know it's like usually the cliche, we're like, oh, new year, new me, haha. Um, no, but I actually do want to become a better version of myself. Something that, well, depending on who you are, especially if you're new, especially if you don't know me, uh, I suffer from depression, have been for the longest time. And I mean, trigger warning, taking your own life. Um, I felt like not wanting to be around for longer than I probably should. It's something that I suffer for and have been for, well, I guess since I was 6 or something. One could say me being funny is just a coping mechanism. It is. But, you know, out of everything that I could use to cope, that anyone could use to cope, I suppose it's not the worst. Could be worse. At least it makes people around me smile, right? So that's always a good thing. I mean, look, you can't control if you're sad or if you're lonely, um, right? Especially if it's not in your control. You can be alone and not feel lonely, and you can be surrounded by people and still feel like the loneliest person in the world. You can feel isolated. You can feel a myriad of things. So things are not always in your control, um, but if you can do your not part, but like if you can, not spread that sadness or that loneliness or that darkness to other people. In fact, bring them up, um, make their day, compliment them, make jokes, make them smile, uh, make them laugh. Who knows? You never know what another person's going through. Um, and that could be something that, I mean, for all you know, they could be going through a dark thing as well, but they're pretending just like you are, just like everyone is. Of course, not everyone has a dark thing going on, but everybody has problems. They may not be of the same magnitude in like an objective, uh, complete sense, but everyone has issues that to them are probably the biggest thing that they're facing right now or ever. So you never know what's going on. So if you can do a little thing that cheers them up, if everyone did that, the world would be a kinder place. It would be a good world to live in. Except this fucking world and its set of physics is kind of fucking annoying me because this cotton's doing nothing. Fine, fuck the cotton. I'm just gonna just try to keep arcing this instead. And keep talking to myself, pretending that I have an audience that I don't. And even if I do, you're gonna be watching it after the fact that it's uploaded, so I don't have a chance to actually respond to you live, which is a shame. I would really like that. Sometimes I feel like I wanna be a live streamer, like do bizarre things like this. It's not usually what I do, but Jesus. It would be nice to like talk to people and be funny with them and make their days and have them make mine and stuff like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that not a lot of people know unless they're close enough. I mean, I'm not shy about it because I think people should talk about their mental health more than it is being talked right now, because there's nothing wrong with accepting that you find the world harder than usual to live in, right? It's your life. Only you know what it feels like to live in it. Other people can tell you what they feel like in comparison to how you feel like, but they're not you. You are you. And what you feel is valid. It's always valid, because the only person that can feel and know what it feels like is you. So I don't think people should ever be ashamed of talking about their mental health. Of course, don't make it your identity and be like, oh, I'm so depressed. I'm always depressed. Oh, this class is so depressing. Oh, kill me. Come on. But also, you don't have to fake positivity. There's a balance to be struck. Of course, how you feel, how you think is part of your identity, but you don't have to spread that around, because that's what I think. Yeah, point is that, yeah, I suffer from depression, anxiety, and ADHD. Well, not the H part, just ADD. I really have the trifecta of disorders, don't I? No, I've actually been diagnosed. I take medication for it. In fact, they're right here. Here are my happy pills. Well, they don't make you happy. They just make it easier to bear with things. And here are my highly restricted, highly controlled substances to help me attend to things, because God knows that's really hard for me to do. Anyway, um, yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that it's a new year, so I would like to get over my depression. At least, well, not get over it. At least do a better. Yeah, fuck this agarbatti. I think this is kind of run its course. I'll take a new one. Maybe it's soaked in too much fluid and it just can't ignite. Um, I'll try pure alcohol and let's see if that does something. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, new year, new me. I know it's a cliche, but things happened over the past 2 weeks. Well, I should say just past week. Well, almost 2 weeks. That have opened my eyes to the fact that, I don't have to live this way. And here's my logic, right? If I want to take my own life, I might as well just do it. Why do I keep moping around about it? Why do I keep feeling sorry for myself and stuff like that? If I feel this way, just do it. But I never do. So there's no point in constantly beating myself up. Um, and what I mean by that is then, sorry, hang on. Yeah. Is that, well, look, I am the only version of me that'll exist as far as. Oh god, what the hell? Ah! I'm the only version of me that'll exist that I know. Because I am me. So, and if I have to live with myself, um, I really need to learn how to be kinder to myself. And that's something that I'm trying to be better at this year, because uh it's actually because of my best friend. She I can't tell you how. Maybe she's watching this, I don't know. She is perhaps the most inspirational person I've ever talked to in the last year. And come to think of it, I think she's always been the most inspirational person I've talked to. The things she's gone through and the things that, um, the things that have pushed her down, and yet she finds this incredible resilience to always get back up. Of course, it's never easy, and I've been with her um, through most of it, and regrettably, I wish I was with her for more of it. But regrets only teach you what to not do the next time, right? You can't always feel regret about something forever, because that's never gonna change anything. Use it to teach you stuff. So yeah, she's the most inspiring person that I have the good privilege of knowing so closely and being such amazing friends with. And she taught me that, well, maybe not directly, but like the way she talks, the way she talks to me, the way she's the only person that has gotten through to me, and that's not an easy thing for anyone to do. It's not that I don't listen. I always listen when people talk to me, but when it has to do with like my mental health and stuff, it's not that I shut them out. It's not a conscious thing. It's just hard for me to take what they're telling me and actually, um, practice it, or, do. One second. Yeah, so it is because of how inspiring she has been that I want to make a change to myself this year. And in fact, I'm going to go to therapy soon. Not because things are really bad, but I know that there are things that I can change that are, trauma induced, and things that I can cite to past events that hold me down currently, consciously or not. Um, and I want to deal with it. I don't want to keep running. I don't want to keep avoiding it. I don't want to keep coping. I just want to deal with it. I want to be traumatized by new stuff. Come on. Old is gold and stuff, and yeah, but gold's overrated anyway. So life's gonna traumatize me. Life's gonna traumatize everyone. Life's just like that. And you can either be pushed down and stay at rock bottom, or you can enjoy the only life that you'll ever live. Um, and that's what I've decided to choose to do. That I want to enjoy living, that I want to live. That's actually a pretty new thing for me. Um, I know all of this is deeply personal and stuff, but stand-up comedy, yeah. Well, I'm sitting, but you know that. Don't be pedantic. Um, yeah, so I want to change myself. I want to do things. There's so many things I want to do. So much research, so many ideas that I want to work on, um, that I just haven't done because, well, it's a combination of feeling unmotivated, lazy, anxious, a lack of confidence, self-esteem, things like that. Um, but I know that some things are getting better over time, and they will get better over time. Um, but I want to get better now. I want to work on things now. I want to prove my worth to myself, firstly, most importantly, and then to the people around me and to the people to whom I can work for and work with, and hopefully, contribute to what they are doing or working on in meaningful ways. That would be great. I do want to work. I do want to apply myself. I do want to do things. Of course, right now, looking at me lighting an incense stick on fire with a mosquito bat is not the best example of the kind of work that I'm. Oh, okay, I touched the metal. Oh, nothing happened. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's not the best example of the kind of work that I do, but there's something on my whiteboard, and that's just a part of the current project that I'm working on. Um, and there's so many, 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 many more that I want to share with the world, that I want to, you know, it's not that to some extent, it perhaps does have to do with validation, in the sense of, yeah, I want to do the work that I'm doing, so that somebody can be like, that's cool. And actually, that's the extent of it. All I want is people to look at the stuff that I do and are like, that's cool. That's really cool. I didn't think of that. Or I found it super interesting that you did this instead of that, and um, just an acknowledgement of how cool some things can be. At least the things that I find cool when it's mirrored back. It's like the best feeling in the world. It's like, yes, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, you get it. Well, not entirely, but that's okay. You get enough of whatever the heck I'm doing to be like, yeah, that it's something that's worth exploring, something that's worth learning about. Yeah. Um, that's the kind of validation. It's not so much of, you're doing a good job today. You're doing a good job every day. You're doing an excellent job. You be you. Uh, Thanks. I mean, of course, I'm gonna be nice and convey my gratitude, but uh, that's not entirely what I'm looking for. Um, I just want somebody to, through my work. Oh, okay, I have alcohol all over myself. Whatever. Not the first time, anyway. Um, through my work, I kind of want to showcase my view of the world, like the unique viewpoint that I have of the world. Why do I have to work to do it? Because work, I suppose, well, what I mean by work, let's say research or making videos or writing papers or just job, work. Um, that um, it's sort of like a lingua franca of um, the reality that I perceive in my head. How do I convey that to you, right? How do you know if my red is your red? That sort of a thing. So if I can demonstrably show things that you and I agree on, like, okay, what's an example? Like an experiment. You and I agree on the common laws of physics and chemistry, and I'm a biologist. We don't have laws. There are more exceptions than laws. But the point is, those are the commonalities with which both of us agree upon, and that's sort of the lingua franca for our communication of um, our outlook of the world. So at least that's the way I think. Ironically, I suppose the way that I'm talking right now is giving you, if you're even watching, if anyone's watching, I doubt anyone's watching. Why would they? Um, that in some sense, ironically, I'm conveying my unique worldview by explicitly telling you about it, but also implicitly that you might figure out by reading my body language, the way I'm reserved, the way that I'm inhibited about talking about some things, masking it with humor and weird facial expressions, or the way that I'm excited about talking about some stuff. And you know, human communication's great. It's amazing how so many people are bad at it, but in some sense, that's what um, communication is, I suppose. You fail at it, but you got to recognize that you're failing. If you don't, then you're just a bad communicator. If you realize that you're communicating poorly, you can fix it. You can learn how to read people better. You can learn how to behave better, say things better, or not say anything when you shouldn't. Um, I'm gonna get tinnitus after this. Man, how is it like in movies and stuff? One single spark and like a whole thing explodes and stuff, but this is my luck. Where was I? Communication, um, human communication, blah blah blah. Read people. Oh god, I lost track of what I was saying. Oh man, I haven't taken my meds. Well, I have, but not enough of it. Um, It'll eventually come back to me. Oh yeah, the thing with communicating my unique worldview, that's what I want to do with my work. And if somebody can look at my worldview and be like, I see how some parts of that's really cool, really interesting, it's unique. I don't have to agree with, as in they don't have to agree with things that the way I see it. But if they can acknowledge that it's a valid way to look at it and that it might be a cool way to look at it, um, I suppose that's all I could ever want. Yeah, really. Okay, I think this is kind of a stupid idea. It would work, but there's something missing, and I don't know what. I don't know what should I do. Um, I don't know how to improve it. Because the idea works, it's just not catching on fucking fire, which is incredibly annoying. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna find a matchbox. I don't know why I didn't just. I mean, it was a cool idea. It didn't work. It's okay. At least I explored it. Um, Now it'd be very funny if I can't light a match on fire. Actually, if I can't light a match on fire, how could I possibly hope to um, light this on fire with the fucking mosquito? But actually, why is this even here? I feel like I'm gonna face plant myself and give myself grill marks in no time. Ah, sir, would you like your face well done, medium rare? Okay. Didn't I take a matchstick? Oh, yeah, here. Please light on fire. This is literally on a flame and it's not. Is that why it's not been. Yay! Let's not put this on the alcohol, shall we? We don't want any spicy fires at. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of smoke. That doesn't smell like pineapple, you fucking liar. It had a scent of pineapple, like yeah, this part smells like pineapple. This just smells like a generic incense stick. Fine. I don't know what to put it on. That should be fine, right? Um, let's not put it on the thing that actually carries current. We can put it on the ground. We are good. We are good. We're safe. Everything's okay. We are all right. I should put something underneath this so that it's not a pain to. It's just ash. It's gonna fall and it's okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, that I want to change myself this year. For the better because I'm gonna be working soon. Hopefully at the place that I hope to work at. Um, but you never know. I mean, the odds are really good, but again, you never know. I'm gonna be working soon, and I really want to work as somebody who wants to work, who wants to live and enjoy the work that they're gonna do. If I do work at where I want to, I'm not saying the name because if I'm gonna put this on YouTube, I don't know what the repercussions are if I publicly out the place that if by then I'm working, then I would be doxing myself in some sense. Whatever. I'm not important enough to be doxed. Um, so I want to enjoy the work. Oh yeah, the work that if I get in is stuff that I want to do. It's oh yeah, I guess I can talk about what the broad domain is, which is this smoking? Whatever. Um, the domain that I would be working on is computational drug design, which is oh, this is so fascinating. It's like the amalgamation of everything that I love studying or working on or learning about and stuff. It's got quantum mechanics, of well, specifically quantum chemistry. It's got molecular dynamics. It's got simulations, modeling. It's got chemistry. It's got biology. And like it's got programming. I love problem solving. It's got managing Linux systems, Bash scripting, optimizing kernel parameters and stuff like that. Oh god, I can't get enough of it. But like these are all things that I want to work on by myself anyway. this is just one field that sort of brings together all of them. In some sense, it's like the ideal field, right? I love interdisciplinarity, or transdisciplinarity for that matter, because you're forced to always learn something new. You can't know everything anyway, but when you have your knowledge take on a greater breadth, than just depth, like, silos. Um, at every avenue along the breadth, you have opportunities to go deeper down, and that's what I enjoy so much. I love learning. I love um, learning new things, especially when it's like a new domain. Like, you learn just enough so that you know enough in order to know what you need to know to do what you want to do. That's what I love. I love learning how to learn. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know what the point of this is. This is 40 minutes long, almost 41. I bit the bullet, the match in this case, and ironically, I lost the match to lighting this thing on fire with the mosquito racket. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, that fell. Cool. Um, Welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't know how often I would do things like this. I don't even know if anyone's gonna watch this or if it's even worth watching. Um, but yeah, I hope to actually work on videos that have to do with the sort of research that um, I'm planning to do on my own. Like, they're just personal research projects, but they would span mostly for at least the immediate future that I can imagine would be like about cool things in Python that I found to solve specific problems. Linux, like how you can use the power that the kernel and the system gives you to like optimize or solve certain problems, like when you're doing data analysis and you have like terabytes of data, but like you only have a laptop to work on it. um, how do you store that amount of data, right? Using like compression, but you can't just zip your files because you have to unzip your files every time you want to read it and stuff. So how do you solve that stuff? Benchmarking. Oh god, there's so many things that I want to do and show, and more critically, I want to show it to an audience that may not already know this stuff. Not in so far as, oh, I know Linux, but I don't know, say, transparent disk compression. No, no, no. I want somebody who doesn't even know what Linux is and say watch a video of me explaining this stuff and be like, I see the problem you had and I find the way you solved it really cool. I may not fully understand it as the viewer, for example, as a viewer, I suppose, but that's okay. Um, that's how you learn, right? You explore so much where you find something cool, and because you find it cool, at some point in the future you might be like, I know that. I found it cool that one time, so maybe I'll read up on it now. I have nothing better to do. Let's do that. And that's how I suppose you learn about the world around you. And that's how I've learned about the world around me. And so far, it's been quite exciting. And I intend to keep it exciting because I don't want to succumb to the darkness that I tend to keep myself in through learned helplessness and things like that. Um, but of course, that's a lot of work in progress. It'll require work, but it's work that I want to do. It's work that I need to do. So, okay, this is going on for long enough. It's 44 minutes, gonna be 45. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch it. I don't think anyone is gonna watch it, especially up until this end. If you have comment or something saying that, yeah, I was jobless enough to watch it until the end of the video, of course you can play it back at 2x or whatever, but what do I even call this video? Lighting an incense stick with a mosquito racket with um Nope. Unscripted. I don't know, man. I'll just ask ChatGPT or something. All right. Happy New Year to everybody. And until next time. Oh, yeah, of course. If you want to see stuff like this, where like I'm just unscripted talking about something, tell me if you actually even care about what I have to ramble on about. Um, B, if you do, if you don't, then there's that I guess you're not my audience, and that's not something that I have an audience to publish for. But given how I've been talking to myself this entire time, and uploading to YouTube is free anyway. Um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and if you actually do like this sort of unscripted long form or short whatever form stuff, and you want to see more of it, tell me if you like me to continue doing weird things like this while talking about whatever, and if I should live stream or I don't know, man. Just tell me who I am as a viewer of this video. I hope this wasn't recommended to you, because if it was, I'm so sorry to have wasted so much of your time. I hope I didn't take up. No, I know I've taken up a lot of it, but I hope there's something of value here, if for nothing, at least some partial comedic value, or something that I might have said that elevated you in some sense, positively, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna stop for real now. See you guys.